Welcome back to another edition of K9 Boxing. So we got breaking news. We got Jake Paul versus Hasim Rahman Jr. So out with the Fury and in with the Rockman. That's right, Rockman is in the building. Oh yeah, we got our special guest too. Pete, what's up, Pete?
K9, what's going on?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. I was just trying to hit you up. I was wondering what happened.
Oh, with me?
Yeah, with you, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, man, I'm happy to be on your show, man. I love listening to you and keeping up with you and everything, man. So glad to be on here and kick
Yeah.
it with you.
Oh yeah, all love, my guy.
Yeah.
Now you are definitely a boxing historian, and so it's good to have you on my show. You know, we done been through the trenches, buddy.
Yeah.
You've been watching boxing, and we done chopped it up. You know, you my homie. So, what do you think about Jake Paul fighting Hasim Rahman Jr.?
Man, when I seen it, I'm like, at first I'm like, this is a huge step up for him on paper, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm looking more at it. Kenan, you know what my biggest question was? What weight
Uh-huh.
are they fighting at?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, we
No,
know
you know
for
what I'm
sure
saying?
it's gonna be whatever. Jake Paul. I can't get Fury out my name. Jake Paul, whatever way
Yeah,
he wants, because he's the A side.
he's an A side, right? So I'm thinking like on on paper, I'm like, all right, I'm like Rockman should be able to piece him up always, but if Jake Paul makes it like 195 or 200, like a cruiserweight fight, I don't think Rockman he's pretty big guy, right or no?
Oh yeah. Well, he is a big guy. He a big guy, but
Yeah,
he's young. So I mean,
yeah,
maybe they'll fight at cruiserweight. You know, who knows? I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
That's a good point,
What
though.
do you
That's a
think
good
about it?
point.
Yeah,
Oh man, Jake Paul and Rockman had sparred, so evidently in the sparring sessions, Jake Paul must have held his own.
right,
So
right.
that's probably why he's taking the fight. And
Yeah,
then
and
Rockman,
it was, and he's probably got better, because it was a while ago probably that they sparred, right? So he's probably gotten even better since then. So, yeah.
exactly, yep. And Rockman got knocked out, I think, his last fight.
Oh yeah, he fought Tommy Morrison's son.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the confidence, might not be there.
yeah. I actually watched that fight. He was leading. He was winning the fight, man. And he started to gas a little bit, and Tommy Morrison's son caught up to him. I think in like the fifth round or something like that. But yeah, no, that's a good point too. Jake Paul might think he's catching him at the right time.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
yep. And I mean, I don't know how much of a short notice it is when you still got over a month to get ready for the fight. That
right.
I knew short notice. And short notice is 2 week notice, 1 week notice, 4-5 day notice. Them short notices.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know what though? It did. I'll tell you what though. It caught my attention to see it though. So it's working. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, the name caught me. I'm like, Rockman, because I think it's a more dangerous fight for him than Fury though, because I've seen Fury fight, and he's a boxer, K9, but he's over there he's in reality TV and dating shows and and all that kind of stuff. So he's not. I think they were trying to catch the Fury name on that one. You know what I mean?
Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking because Fury has, his brother, last name. I'm thinking, man, he a real fighter. I said, oh man, Jake, I want to see him. And when I saw him fight, I was like, oh, Jake could beat him. Yep. I said Jake could beat him. But like you said, I see Rockman. Remember last news we had on
Yeah.
Hasim Rockman.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
last news.
Yeah, man. But
Yeah. Can you hear me?
yeah.
You can hear me, Pete? Yeah, hello? Can you hear me? Okay, maybe you can't hear me. Pete. Yo, Pete, testing. Can you hear me?
Hear you?
You
Yep.
can? Okay. No, I was saying the last time
Yeah.
we saw the last time was news on Hasim Rahman. Remember, somebody at the Mayweather gym had did something. He was in a fight or something, and he sued Mayweather and them. Do you remember that? Do the fans remember that?
Yeah, yeah, something that happened with his yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Something happened with his brother, yeah. So he been living off that money because I
Yeah.
haven't heard nothing from him since.
Yeah, that was the last time. That was the last thing I remember from him. Yeah, something happened with him and his brother, and they ended up suing him and stuff like. Yeah, that was the last thing I heard of him.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
Now,
Yeah,
what do you think about the women's fight on that card? Serrano.
Serrano. Oh, Serrano. Oh yeah, that girl. Listen, she can fight better than Jake Paul. she good. She good. Hopefully they can get her in there. I wouldn't mind seeing her in a rematch with Katie Taylor. That would have been good. A big fight, something like that on the undercard.
Oh yeah,
well, that's the main event. Maybe he should fight on her undercard. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but yeah, that's definitely some different news. I mean, at least he fighting a real boxer.
Yeah.
You know, could it? Hey, you probably would have saw Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley 3. We don't need to see that.
Yeah, after that fight, man, I think women's boxing right now is probably in the best shape it's ever been in.
Yes, it is. Especially with Clarissa. Yeah, Clarissa finna finally fight Savannah Marshall. How you feel about that fight?
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm like I said, I'm with it. It caught my attention.
Yep. But how do you feel about Clarissa and Savannah Marshall?
No, for sure, man. For sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna order it now, man. They definitely sold it on me with this change.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm talking about you sure you can hear me? Because I was saying about the Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. How you feel about that fight?
That's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. I think Clarissa probably won by decision, but it's a dangerous fight.
Right. And she's going over there, out her comfort zone. And if the fight is close, they're gonna try to give it to Savannah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Well, I think you're going in and out because I'm not able to. I'm not. You saying things like a little bit later than the actual, the question or whatever. You hear me? Yeah, Pete. Tyson. Let me see. My man Chase said Tyron Woodley trained all over the U.S. with the best of boxing and MMA. I don't know. I don't agree with that. Not boxing. MMA, yeah, but not boxing. Yeah. Congrats, K9 on 31,000. Let's go, champ. Let's go. Yeah, we know she the co-main event. Let's go, champ. What's up, the Press for Conversation podcast? Yeah. So my man's P had to tap in. I'm not sure what's going on. I hear your question and I'll answer, and then it seems like you're hearing it late. Yeah, these lives sometimes they act up. Technology. We can't put all our trust in technology, but we definitely appreciate Pete on the live. We gotta bring him back because he's very knowledgeable about the sport of boxing. Yeah, yep. And I know he caught the Press for Conversation podcast. We used to go out to go eat all the time. Team K9 in the building. Let's go, champ. Oh, man. Yeah, but man, I think it might be over with for Tommy Fury. He might not ever get the opportunity again. And it would have been the biggest fight in his career against a YouTuber. And he'd have got paid. I mean, come on, with the last name, he'd have got some money. Yeah, he would have definitely got some money. So my man Minnie Belez said, yo, what the? I got notifications and I'm not even subbed. So why isn't you subbed, brother? You need to be, that's letting you know what time it is and what you need to do. For sure. Yeah. Sparring partner, man. So now he's fighting his sparring partner. One thing about your sparring partner, you're going to know exactly his weaknesses, especially if you sparred him enough times. You're going to know his strengths. You're going to know everything you need to know about your opponent, especially when y'all about to fight. That's why I don't like fighting against my sparring partners, because, you know, you might be the better fighter, but shoot, he might have your number. You know, styles make fights. So you in there with somebody that know you. Oh, man. He know you, you know. You know what I mean? He know exactly what your weaknesses is. So, you know, your strengths are. And he might just decide to get up, you know, for you. That's why it's dangerous to fight somebody from your city, you know, or from your country. They gonna get up for you. They might not get up for nobody else. They might be a bum in the ring with any and everybody else, but not with you. It's personal. Man, Antonio Tarver would have never fought nobody the way you fought Roy Jones. Because if I'm not mistaken, they both from Florida. And if I was Roy, I would have never stepped in the ring with him. Now, as great as Roy Jones was as a fighter, he beat him the first time. Why would you fight him again the second time? And we talk about the first time when he beat Antonio Tarver, he had just came down from heavyweight division. So, you know, and coming down from heavyweight to fight back, I think it was light heavyweight. He lost a lot of muscle, but he won. He already proved, okay, it was your opportunity of a lifetime. I'm going to give it to you. You know, you've been calling me out. You know, you've been, I guess, a fanboy, or you've been jealous of me all these years. Here's your opportunity. Once he don't be victorious, or you give an opportunity and you win, it's over. It's over. Stop it. For sure, at K9 Boxing. Yeah, so anybody that wants to actually tap in too, you know, you can tap in. So SB, if you can, please put the link up for anybody that want to tap in. You ain't got to show your face. If you want to just talk about the greatest sport in the world, just keep it professional. Y'all can tap in and be a part of the discussion. Let's make it happen, Captain. Well, yeah. So, hey, whoever thought in a million years that a YouTuber would be the biggest discussion in boxing as of right now? Who thought it? Okay, hold on. We got laid back Corey in this boy. Let me see if I can laid back Corey.
What's up, man?
How you doing, big fella? You all right?
Oh, here you go, man. Big fella, I'm check you up, man.
No,
what's going on?
I ain't gonna cap today, bro. Hey,
you just did, man.
They don't know nothing about you. And I say, big fellas, what up, my homie? What's up, my dog?
What's going on with you, man?
I'm good. How you doing? You all right?
Oh, I'm doing just fine, man. Just fine. But I want to elaborate on the topic you're talking about. I don't know what's going on with Tommy Fury. Yeah, he ain't gonna make no money like that for a long time.
He gonna make a bad name for himself.
Yeah, I think he already did that.
Mm-hmm.
He looking like a diva right now because he running.
Right. And you think he's scared?
No, I don't think he's scared. I just think he got some. I don't think he's scared. I just don't think he's ready yet. He don't have confidence. I think it's a confidence thing.
Okay. All right, we got somebody else that want to tap in and talk about what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to get my man's up in here. Add to the stream. Yeah. Man, I can't get my man's up in this boy. But we got Laid Back Corey. What's up, Laid Back?
What's going on, man? Like I said, man. And then as far as women boxing, I like how the way Carissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, because ain't nothing like some get back. Like the time people don't know. To me, your greatest get back is when you fought Sekou Powell the second time.
Man, you're right.
And see, ain't nothing, it's hard to get a fight in the pros. Now, amateurs, you can get some get back if they don't turn pro or they hit a tournament or something. But to get some get back in pros in front of live people in a different country, that is beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, okay. Yes, that's true. Hey, wait, Tune. What's up, though? I ain't heard him say nothing. Now we got another guest on here on Laid Back Corey.
Oh, okay.
He muted. I think you muted, young man. You gotta unmute yourself. Yeah, hopefully he can hear me. Yeah, you gotta unmute yourself.
Talk another fight that came out. I think you should mention is Alicia Baumgartner versus Mikael Mayer. That's gonna be a good one too.
Oh, that's gonna be a great one. But I want you to go back to when you said, because that is very interesting. I tell people, they say, "What's your greatest victory?" And I say, "Man,
I think it's one of them, Sekou Powell, of course."
That's what I'm trying to say you. But come on now, I won world titles too, so it's like I
can't
really say.
Well, we know you're a former two-time IBF champion, but that fight right there was a really get-back fight because it was unfair. That's why I say that fight was ruled unfair to me.
Exactly. Hold on one second, Corey. Let me see if wait Tune is in the. What you need? You in the building?
I'm in the building. Can you see me?
Okay. Yep. I can see
you.
Can
you
hear
me?
You. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
All
Laid
right.
Back Curry. We got what you need in this building. What you need?
Yeah, man.
What we need? What we need is Tommy Fury.
We need K9.
We need K9. That's right.
Speaking of that, I'm surprised Jake Paul ain't give you a shot since you worked that corner. Well, not worked the corner, but since you had something to do with that guy he knocked out. Yeah, I don't think he gave you a shot.
It was crazy that they actually caught me. Him and Galeon Love. It was crazy.
Okay, now
it was crazy that they caught me and tried to prank me. So
Yeah, I seen that video.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's crazy, But hey, he don't want no real smoke. You know what I mean? But I mean, I take my hat off to him because he's fighting a legitimate.
But you know what? This is what I don't get in it. This is very unfair to boxers like yourself in amateur boxing. Here it is, y'all let this YouTuber come over, ain't never had an amateur fight, don't know intricate boxing, making millions, and these fighters out here starving. They can't get a fight that's training hard every day. That's just wrong. That's not right.
Well, you gotta remember, we in a social media world, so anything is possible nowadays.
I get it. I mean, I'm not mad at Jake Paul. I'm mad because he's doing what he's supposed to do. I'm just talking about Showtime and all these promoters. Like, y'all trying to make more money than the fighters, and that's not fair to me.
Man, listen, Jake Paul, he got a social media presence. He got 19 million subscribers, followers on Instagram. So I see why he, Showtime signed him as a fighter. It's all about the money.
Yeah, and he worked to build his fan base, and even if it wasn't in boxing, he worked to build his fan base. And if he don't step up to the plate, he gonna get exposed. You know what I mean? So it's like, he didn't do the amateur program, but he had a lot of catching up to do. So it still balances out in the end.
Exactly.
If you really want to be legit, you really want to be legit out there.
Right. Well, like you said, it's business, nothing personal.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, I like the Rahman fight, man. I really like that. That's better than the Tommy Fury fight, even. Because Rahman's he got a lot of experience. I mean, you talking top level sparring. You know, he got it all.
Yeah, but I just hope that Rahman don't come here and take a fall down just for this money.
Hey, exactly.
That's the only
I've been
thing,
hearing that. Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
So
and
put that money
that'll make boxing really look bad on the boxer's point.
Yeah,
you know,
I don't think so though. I think he's going. I think he's hungry to be. He's hungry to be a somebody, you know, to make something of it. I don't know if Jake.
When people throw that money at you, that big money, man.
Yeah.
No, that money talk. Bull crap marathon.
I think though Rahman never been stopped, right? He's 13-0, I think.
No, he lost one.
He lost one? Oh.
Yeah, he got one loss.
I mean he knows Jake Paul as well. He'll know him pretty good. From sparring.
Appreciate the super chat too.
Hey, that's fine. But when that head gear come off and on 8-ounce or 10-ounce gloves get on,
right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. It must be something that, trust me, Jake Paul is a smart dude, and he's being trained by some real fighters. So they know the business, and they're not about to put him in there with somebody that got a chance to beat him.
No, exactly. It's a business move. He's going to put a guy in there that's been in there for that's going to make money. And the way to make money, you got to let me whoop on you.
Exactly. Or, like you say, take a dive. You know what I mean? We're going to give you an extra million,
man, you know what? Time is ticking. Jake Paul, it's only a matter of time, man. People gonna start saying, hey, when is you actually gonna fight a real action-packed fighter?
And why did he fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.? That would have been the fight.
Well, yeah, but Ken, he would have did the same thing. He would have totally took a dive. He might well fight the Rahman son like he's doing now if he's gonna do that.
Yeah, because I think Rahman's son's more solid than Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. right now.
Yeah, why
in terms of
AK9? Why he couldn't fight Anderson Silva?
Yeah, that's true. Anderson Silva look. Hey,
that one.
He didn't look good.
Ooh, that one's tough. That one's tough.
Or what about that guy that knocked out Holyfield?
Oh yeah,
Vitor Belfort.
Yeah,
Vitor Belfort.
Oh no, he don't want. Listen,
Vitor's problems.
Yeah, well, that's exactly. That's right. No, he ain't gonna look. Jake's smart, man. Jake is not listening. He learned from Mayweather. Everybody doing a Mayweather blueprint or Oscar De La Hoya where they picking and choosing.
But you know what? At least they put themselves in the position to do so. This guy haven't. I mean, he put himself in the position as far as social media wise, but not boxing.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Hey, at least he's fighting somebody, and it could have been worse. It could have been just somebody with no name. One thing we know about Jake Paul gonna fight a boxer. It might not be a good fighter, but it's gonna be a boxer, or it's gonna be somebody with a big name.
Well, why he did? What's up with Conor McGregor?
Dana White ain't letting that happen.
I heard it's gonna be a rematch between him and Floyd.
Well, Dana White said he ain't letting that happen either.
He said he ain't letting it happen. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, man, money talks. Bullcrap runs a marathon.
Hey, Dana White a billionaire, so you already know he gets money talking longer than Mayweather money.
But hey, K9, I ain't never heard a person say they tired of money.
Yeah, that's true. Conor McGregor and Mayweather tried to secretly go behind Dana White's back, and Dana right away. Hold on.
Right. Lawsuit. They don't want that. They gonna need a money team lawyer. He do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't cut that out.
Absolutely.
He know he can't breach contract. He know the business.
That's right. You're right.
Yeah, he know the business. Get your hands on something. He know better than that. You can't breach that contract. That's that's like, hey, you can't touch somebody's property unless you pay for it. So hey, but women boxing is to see on your topic earlier, man. But women boxing, that's great, man. That's great for women boxing. That is great for women's boxing. What's going on? Clarissa Shields can finally get her hands on some get back in front of thousands of fans, and she's gonna make a lot of money doing so in London.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the rematch between Serrano and Taylor? You think Taylor takes it this time?
Is there a rematch?
Yeah, well, I think they pushing for a rematch.
I think Taylor gonna go around there. I don't think she wants that smoke no more. She gonna try to duck her way out of that.
Right. Yeah.
If anything, she'll probably ask Clarissa Shields to come down and fight her. More money.
She should call out what's the welterweight's name? McCaskill. Because McCaskill, she faced McCaskill before.
Yeah, she'll be. Yeah, they fought before. Yeah. But
McCaskill want to get back. She want to get back.
Yeah, and she should, But I think Taylor get her rematch before she go back to Serrano, because Serrano, that was a very tough fight. She ain't trying to go through that.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, I think she got robbed.
Serrano got good power. Good power.
These guys they ain't trying to take too much punishment in there. They barely want to let their O go.
Yeah. But Serrano, Amanda, she lost before. She lost once.
Oh, she did. I ain't talking about her. I'm talking about the people that's undefeated. Like, for instance, I'm gonna make a great example.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a very great example. How come at super middleweight, how come Jamel Charlo and all them calling out Canelo, but Andrade is standing right there?
That's true. You mean Jamal?
I mean Jamal. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you, Jamal.
They twins,
but they. Well, we know you used to what you used to call them, but
what I used to call them, champ.
Millie and Vanilli. Yeah, but well, we leave that alone. But but they gotta understand when these guys be talking about. Well, Canelo ducking Jamal Charlo. Canelo doesn't need Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo need Canelo. He don't need him. Yeah, I'll go fight Triple G for a third time and make tons of money. Triple G has a name, and he was undisputed in his weight class. Jamal Charlo ain't ever been undisputed. He ain't fought nobody. Demetrius Andrade is sitting right there.
Yeah. Hey, I think Demetrius Andrade.
And they're 162. Canelo's at 168.
He listen. Nobody want to take them chances. He's the most avoided fighter, in the last 12 years, 20 years.
Yeah, you know what? It's one fighter I do respect. He in a different weight class. Say what you want to say about him. But he worked his way up to the fight. He reminded me of Ricardo Mayorga, and that's Rolly. I got to give up to Rolly. He sold himself, and he made millions of dollars that night.
Yeah. Yep. But I mean, you got to holler at IRS, so I don't know if he made millions.
That's true. But he still got in there and made some out of himself, just a matter of fights.
Absolutely. Mayweather kind of cheat with that pocket. You know what I mean? He gonna get all the money and want to give you none.
Well, yeah, but Mayweather, like I said, Floyd, they know Floyd is like he's a businessman, and the rest of them guys know what they get. Them guys, he outsmarting them guys, but them guys you got to put people in position to look over your contract. You can't just be sitting up there just putting your name and signing stuff, man. You ain't asking no questions.
They fanboy. When you a fanboy,
see,
hey,
that's the problem.
I would say that Raleigh got in that position because he was also with Mayweather Promotion, so he got the opportunity. He got the opportunity. Got in the position, the opportunity. I don't think in any other promotion he'd have moved along that fast. I don't think so.
That's true. That's true. It was easy to make.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because it's in-house and everything. Yeah,
right. And Floyd wasn't even there. He wasn't even at the fight.
Nah, he was doing that exhibition thing or whatever, interview
Dubai.
or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, in Dubai.
Yeah. Robbing people to pay Paul.
Exactly. He is still making money. He about to fight another exhibition, and make more money.
Yeah, in Japan.
Real fighters.
Hey, if he's dead, go
rising.
People paying to see that too.
Why we haven't saw Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence yet? Why they ain't signed the contract yet? I mean, why is they moving their feet so slow?
It's the same way K9's Mayweather and Pacquiao. The same way.
Oh yeah. You gotta.
That's gonna be a big fight, though. That's gonna be a big fight when that's signed.
Yeah,
that's gonna be crazy.
We thought it was a big fight with Floyd and Pacquiao, and it wasn't nothing but a normal fight.
Well, it was a big fight, money wise, pay per view wise, but fan wise, stop it.
Right. So, like I said, they the ones made money off of it by us paying to watch it. Exactly. I'm not going through that no more. Like if you wait too long, y'all in y'all 30s, y'all not getting no younger, and there's people coming up in the ranks, and y'all just in the way. Because you got young dogs coming like that Jerron Anus, Ortiz. You got a lot of young guys that want to holler at that belt. You want to keep playing around. Hey, that's on y'all. Father time. We'll catch up to you. Keep on.
Exactly.
So that's on them, man. They need to hurry up.
I hope it happens this year. I hope it happens this year because that's a fight I really want to see. That's a crazy fight.
And there's nothing but excuses. It's excuses.
If it don't happen this year, it ain't gonna happen because Errol Spence is too big.
Yeah, for sure.
He ain't gonna be able to keep standing
to be honest, I think Errol Spence, if it don't happen this year, he gonna get a shot at Canelo. Watch what I tell you. Mark my word.
He gonna move up. Oh, you know what? That's what's gonna happen. PBC gonna say, look, because we already know Canelo don't want to see David Benavidez.
Oh no, you don't. The Mexican monster. They don't want to see that.
We gonna offer you Charlo, and we offer you Errol Spence. But Errol Spence gonna have to beat Terrence Crawford. So
man,
Crawford already talking about he want to fight Jamel Charlo after he beat Errol Spence.
It's crazy.
He should get Charlo. If he's smart, I'll get Charlo first.
Right.
Because he get that Charlo, I like him, but he's too emotional. He's emotional. And when you're too emotional, boxing is a manly sport. When you're emotional, man, it gets in the way of your focus. Right. You're too emotional. You're sitting up here worrying about, you're too grown to be sitting online crying and fussing about who's not doing this and who's not doing. I like him as a boxer. I never met him as a person, but I like him. I like his coach. But you can't, it's a point of time, man, that you got to show class, man. You got to show class.
Yeah.
You guys keep thinking y'all can do what y'all want to do because guess what? Guess who take the blame when something go wrong? Al Heyman. Why? Because he had representation of them.
Yeah.
So they gotta stop thinking they can do anything, hitting on reporters, smacking people camera. That's what kids do.
Oh man, that's what these fighters been doing lately.
Yeah, but a reporter, they're doing their job. They're gonna say negative stuff in the tabloids. They're gonna do this and that. They say you gotta expect, everything ain't gonna always go the way you want it in the reports. So you gotta just go with it. If you're a champion, you put your hand on the reporter, they're gonna sue you and they're gonna sue PBC because y'all allow that.
Yeah. It's a dirty game. You get, hey, you gotta read them contracts, like you say. That's how come, I stay independent as much as when I learned the game, I got independent.
That's right. When you're independent, you call your own shots.
Yeah, and they don't like that a smart person, like even in rap game, These guys that's been getting killed lately, they've been getting killed for their insurance because it's a big insurance on them. And so the networks, they know that. They done pay them all this money and know that they can make money off of them if they did. Have them in the studio making all these hits and then have them knocked off.
Oh, man, yeah.
A lot of dirty stuff going on.
Yeah, it's so much. You know what? It's a lot of informants around too, man. It's a lot of people that don't mind getting you jammed up.
Exactly.
So you gotta be careful, man. You gotta really know what you're doing, man. You gotta really. That's why it's called team. I can't have no team around me if you ain't working.
Yeah,
you know, you gotta be doing this. You gotta be on your job, man. Your job is to. If I'm the asset, y'all gotta protect the asset. If you can't protect that, then you're a liability. I don't need you.
Yeah.
No, you gotta protect the asset.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
So boxing is dirty. Just like, for instance, there ain't no excuse why Earl and Bud shouldn't have got it on. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder were two different promoters and two different TV networks, and they got it done 3 times. There's no excuse. I'm not buying that.
Oh yeah. You just want the money. You already know what it is.
Here's money, but Crawford had to understand. You was an undisputed champion at 140. You coming up to 147, you're in a whole different ball game, whole different. I'm like, look, man, give it to me. I can beat this guy. Let him come in. I don't care. I'll beat this guy. Give it to me.
Yeah.
You know? Come on, man. You're going to make more money anyway off TV revenue.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know what's over these.
They're going to be good after this fight. Money-wise, them two are going to be good after this fight. That's a big payday right there.
Yeah, what y'all think Jake Paul gonna get for this fight? I heard he made like $40 million last year.
I don't know. I mean, you remember YouTube gonna pay him and Showtime, so I don't know.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
So he can check
on YouTube, and every time you look up, you got 10 million views, and you get paid hefty money for that.
Oh, I gotta give a shout out too. Hey, for y'all that's listening, make sure y'all tune into K9 Boxing, man. Send him a subscriber. Subscribe to his channel, man. He got good content, especially when it comes to boxing. So make sure everybody listening in, don't just stop by.
And he's a boxing expert, people. He's a boxing expert. This is a boxing expert. You want to know what a boxing expert is? This is the boxing expert here. I'm just saying.
K9 had his first debut in his sleep. He had the first boxing debut. Oh, man.
Y'all so kind, though.
Man, get out of here, man.
Hey, listen, so
man, I thank you for having me on this. I'm bouncing out now. I'm speeding. I'm from Trinidad, by the way, all the way in the Caribbean. So blessings to you, man.
The Caribbean.
Yeah. And your best fight to me was Carlos Molina when you beat him down in Mexico. Damn.
Man, look, these fighters just not going overseas. We've been doing it for like 10, 15 years ago, right?
Right.
That's right. I appreciate you, my brother. Come on.
Peace, man.
Anytime, bro. Much
Thank you. Appreciate it. Always watch it. I always watch your channel.
Let's go, chap. What you need? Let's go, my man.
So okay, now let's talk about Detroit boxing while we on here, man.
Okay.
Let's talk about where you think the state of Detroit boxing is going.
Well, hey, I don't know. I know. Detroit is a landmark for boxing. We got the great history with not just Tommy Hearns. I mean, we can go back to Joe Louis. You know what I mean? We got Crunks. Crunks has more world champions than any other boxing gym in the world, in the country. So I mean, it'd never be what it used to be. But
why?
At least.
But see, why do you say that? Is it because of the coaches, or is it because of the fighters? Or not? No, or not really want to discuss that at this moment.
It could be a mix of both. It's Emmanuel Stewart isn't alive anymore, right? Emmanuel Stewart was the concrete. He was the glue. to the sport of boxing in Detroit.
He was a GOAT. Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of the fighters knew that if Manu, got behind him, they could actually, do something. And so Manu isn't here anymore. May he rest in peace. So now fighters don't believe that they can do anything, so they don't train the same, but they're not as hungry.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say this. This is my thing. This is what I think. I think a lot of coaches. This is why I'm gonna speak on my behalf. Because, like I said, I've been in boxing for a minute. I stopped coaching boxing because, one, how am I going to be a boxer and I'm over 300 pounds? I got to coach myself. If I'm not mentally consistent there, how am I going to tell you to be disciplined when I'm not as in my own self? If you out there running, I need to be running next to you. If you working out in the gym, I need to be working out too. And that's why one of my favorite trainers is Derek James, that coach Earl Spence, because he works out. He keeps himself in health. He works out, put in the time, and just like you do, you work out stuff. How are you gonna be a coach if you're not in shape? How are you gonna tell your fighter to be disciplined? And then a lot of these coaches are allowing these fighters to just come in, spar, hit the heavy bag, and speed bag, and that's it. No, you gotta get on the floor. You gotta get them on the floor, and you gotta show them what they doing and how to do it and what they doing wrong.
Exactly. The full workout. You gotta jab. You gotta hit the punching bag, speed bag, jump rope, sit ups. You gotta jog.
But you gotta have a good routine. When your fighter get through the door, like for instance, when a fighter get 18 or 16 and up, I'm not telling you to go run. You supposed to go run.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna babysit you no more. It's out of my hands now. I'm not gonna pick up a guy that's 23 years old. I asked one fighter. He's 20-some years old. I asked him. I said, "When y'all start running yet?" He was like, "Yeah, but we looking for a track." I said, "Man, forget about the track. Hit the streets."
Hit the streets. I'll show you the streets. Block the block. Hey,
well,
trail.
Man, you can't come out. I'm looking for a track. Track right there. As soon as you open up that front door.
That's true. Well,
I'm not gonna pick you up. We're gonna take the run. I'm not taking him running. He 28, 16 and up, 20-some years old.
Hey, that's the reason why I respect Jake Paul so much, because he taking the sport serious. Like whenever he getting ready for a fight, he shut his YouTube channel down and he focused strictly on boxing.
He does, but if in this case you got over 1 million subscribers, I shut it down too. I'm still getting paid.
It's hard, but listen, it's hard to shut your YouTube channel down when if you make one post, you're gonna make, you're gonna have 1 million views. You're gonna make what? A couple of thousand, dollars. So it's kind of hard. Whatever the case, how much he getting paid, he gonna make. But guess what?
That's true. But when the video's already up that you post and people ain't seen it yet, they go by that. That's a view.
Sometimes
make them more views. He can shut his page now. He still got the same viewers and gonna get more. Because guess what? Showtime showing them, Triller showing them. So he getting money from all other revenues than YouTube. So I shut that down. Of course, I'm making money in my sleep. Then I'm about to get ready to make some more money right now. So of course, I'm gonna show you how it's done, and I respect him for that. He's dominating the sport and making a lot of boxers look bad.
Yeah, as well. I mean, I can't really say he's making the boxers look bad. Boxing making itself look bad. They can do the same thing he doing. He built his empire. He built his brand. Fighters think they can just fight. It ain't like that no more. You can't just know how to fight and gonna be a world champ. You can't just know how to fight and somebody gonna get behind you. It's about how many people know you, how many people is following you, how many people subscribe to your channel.
That is true. That is true. It's it ain't about what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah,
that is true. That is true because
people know you.
Yep.
So guess what?
The person you know can get you through a lot of those. A college degree or high school diploma, diploma can't. That's just, or a world champion can't. It's a lot of people who ain't been world champions that make more money than world champions in boxing.
There you go, Jake Paul. Perfect example.
There you go. And another boxer that made money, he done had more title defenses as possible, and that's Austin Trout. Austin Trout had several titles. He was title challenger several times.
Yeah, but nobody gonna ever do better than this one guy who came from MMA. Conor McGregor, very first fight made $100 million.
Heck no.
$100 million.
Heck no. Only person did better than him like that was Jake Paul. That's it.
Jake Paul didn't do better than him.
Well, as far as millions?
Yeah, man. That man
made $1 million first fight debut. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
You're right. My bad. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see where you're going. But like I said, man, I just want to see some great action-packed fights. I just want to see some good for the sport. I just want to see some good fight, but I want to see some fights come to Detroit. And we ain't had no big fight here since the big old fight since was Timothy Bradley and Devin Alexander.
No, my fight was big. My fight.
Oh yeah,
that was huge.
Oh, you talking about? Oh yeah, but
you gotta remember Mayweather was there. Oh man, you gotta remember Showtime was there.
But it ain't been no big fight since then. That how long ago that was. It ain't been no big fight since then.
Detroit is not known for like I say, Manuel Stewart's not alive, so ain't nobody gonna get behind Detroit if you ain't got no big name that's actually involved in the sport of boxing or that can bring something back to the city. Emmanuel, if he was still alive, maybe he could. I doubt if it would happen, but maybe he would bring Tyson Fury to the Joe Louis Arena because they got or to the down.
I'm about to say Joe Louis Arena is still down. Okay, now you mean Little Caesar Arena?
Well, downtown Detroit is one of the biggest downtowns in the country. We got 4 professional teams down there. We got the Red Wings, the Lions, the Tigers, and the Pistons.
Yeah.
We haven't had a boxing match downtown. I'm talking about a big, huge boxing match down there yet. Now,
and that's where we leave question marks at.
Yeah.
Why isn't that? Like, for instance, I would like to see all 3 promoters here team up together and put on one big show. That'd be so nice.
What you said? Yeah. Well, like I say, we need it. People gonna get behind you when you champ. When Tony Harrison was current champ, he could have did something here. But then it probably been up to Al Heyman. When I was current champ, I was going wherever the money was at. Whatever made sense. I wouldn't mind fighting here. I wouldn't even mind fighting doing business with.
At least you brought a fight here, though. At least you brought it back home.
For sure.
At least you brought it back home. I don't care what the outcome was, but you brought it back home. At least you fought here. Exactly. You brought it here, and that's what's all about. I mean, no offense to Tony, but he didn't have a fight here. He had to go out of town for that fight.
Yeah. That's the difference between being your own man. Like I wasn't tied down nobody. Once I got the contract with Don King, I was promoting my own fights. So when you your own, when you your own boss, your own man, or you're not signing a contract with someone. Like when you sign to Al Heyman, a lot of these fighters, when they say who you want to thank, the first person they say, not God. They say, I want to thank Al Heyman. I'd be like, whoa, hold on. What about God?
Yeah, I get away from them people. Well, everybody have a right to think what they want to think, but that's them. I don't worry about my salvation on that point. Hold on just a second.
Yeah. Yep. So, it's all about, really being a boss. People can say they're a boss. I just think about Gervonta Davis. He worked for Al Heyman. He worked for Floyd Mayweather. And guess what? He wasn't his own boss because if he was, he would have fought. If it was left up to him, he would have fought Devin Haney a long time ago. He'd have fought Ryan Garcia. He didn't want to fight Rolly and these other guys that he knew he was going to beat. He wanted the real fights. But he couldn't get the real fights because he was under contract. And they was gonna do it the Mayweather way. You know, Pretty Boy Floyd was a beast, but Money Mayweather was all about the scrap, was all about the choke cheddar. So he was gonna do it his way, and he know his way worked. So that's what he did. He did it his way, and I mean, and it worked. But now that Gervonta Davis is a free agent, stop it. He needs to go ahead and get in the ring with Ryan Garcia. He needs to go ahead and get in the ring with Devin Haney. You know. Yep, and that's real talk. I don't know what happened to laid back Corey. But okay, I see you back in the queue. Yep, so yeah, very interesting topics and subjects we be getting into. Laid back Corey.
Yeah, because like I said, like no throw shade, but you brought the fight back here to the city, so everybody can view it. And it was on Showtime. So you brought the fight back to the city. That was a plus. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And right in, like you said, you're your own boss. But I just want to see more fights in Detroit. Here in Detroit,
I mean, to be honest with you, you know, not knocking the promoters, not knocking the fighters, but the fights that we have here in Detroit, the ones I've been going to, they, you know, you already know who's gonna win. And so people want to have to guess or have to be, you know, have to know, like, don't know who's gonna win. That makes you want to come to a fight. I mean, I don't want to go see bums, you know, guys fighting bums all the time. I wouldn't care if it was the homie. It was, you know, my cousin. My brother.
I don't want to see nobody. You're right.
I'm paying, you know, I mean, of course, I probably ain't paying, you know, if I pay my dues. But if a person is paying, they don't need to be.
Don't start nothing on here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know, they shouldn't have to. No, they should know who's gonna win. You know.
Well, exactly. But like I said,
they know the
I ain't been to no. I support all fighters here, but I ain't going to no shows, man, because my money is afraid of that. You know, I work hard for my money. I want to see some action-packed fight. I want to say, I'll be right back to the next one.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. And Demetrius Salidas, he be having some good shows here and there, you know. You know, every show ain't gonna be perfect. And then when you got somebody with a big name, you can't put him in there on a local show against a big name, another big name, and you know, risk losing the opportunity for your fighter to become world champ. So when he had his last show, he had some big names on there. So I mean, some real top 10 fighters, but he couldn't put him in there with no top 10 competition because he'd have been losing. He done built the fighters up to where they at right now, and then all of a sudden he get them knocked off, or they get knocked off on something.
A lot of these fighters have to learn how to be patient too. Stop rushing to turn pro because things are getting rocky in the amateurs. Soak up all the amateur experience. Amateurs is the best. The reason why when you return professional, it's all about dollars and cents now. And if you ain't that good, or you ain't trying to be that good, you wasting your time. Stop rushing. Stop rushing to turn professional. Think about the amateurs. Hey, I wish I could have fought again. If I ain't had the chest retina, I would at least try to stick around as a fighter. But you just gotta be patient, man, and go to these tournaments, man. Go to these tournaments and learn the game. Soak up the game as an amateur. Because the amateurs is the best, man, especially when you're in the elite tournaments. Man, you get to fight all type of different styles, 5 days a week, 3 days. You put your body, and they teach you discipline because when you go to the tournament, you got to fight five days a week and stuff of that nature. So you get ready and soak up every knowledge in the amateurs. That's how you become a better professional.
Yeah, right.
So stop rushing these fighters out here, not just in Detroit, all over. Stop rushing, and stop putting your name on stuff, man. Stop just signing stuff. Have people look in contracts at y'all. Be your own person. That's why social media is out. Be your own person.
Yeah, that's right.
And stop doing all this crazy stuff on social media because the word blackball is real powerful. You will
Exactly.
be blackballed. So be careful what come out your mouth, and be careful what you do on social media, because whatever you put up 5 years ago can re-exist today, because somebody can always find something dirty on you.
Right.
So be
That's true.
careful. Be careful what you put out here, because guess what? 5 years from now, somebody can put up a post of you doing some crazy stuff you ain't got no business doing. That mess. Nobody wants to fool with you.
That's true. But in this world, shoot, a little positive, a little negative sell. You know what I mean? I'm not
That's
pushing
true.
negative, but shoot,
Oh,
that's
you're
what
right.
let Jake Paul go in press conference and slap Rockman. They gonna say, man, he slapped him, man.
Oh,
Man.
that's gonna build the fight at that. You can expect that. That's a fight. That's a press conference. But you out here toking these guns and out here smoke and putting all this money around and doing all this crazy stuff, man. You is not an asset to a company anymore.
Yeah.
You're a liability. They can't use you.
But you know what? Hey, they say knockout sell, controversy sell too. Look at what Jake Paul did when he took Floyd's hat. And I got your hat. I got your hat. I got your hat.
Oh yeah.
It went viral.
Yep. But guess what? He did it at the right time, because guess what? He already paid, and that made him more money. But he did that crazy crap. He did it at the right time. It's all about timing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. He lucky he ain't sue Floyd for socking him. So hey, I'm just saying, you gotta do stuff at the right time, at the right place. It was already fireworks with him and Logan Paul, but Jake like, oh, I'm gonna get some of this money too. I'm gonna snatch your hat off.
Yep, that's true.
Now,
what if Hasim Rahman get knocked out, Hasim Rahman Jr. get knocked out by a YouTuber, what is that gonna do for the legacy of the Rahman family? Because Hasim Rahman, his daddy was a former world champion. Let me rewind that. He was a former world champion. So what would that do if his son get knocked out by a YouTuber?
Oh, nothing, because guess what? Hey, his son probably hard-headed. You never know what relationship they got. And they ain't gonna do nothing. He already, there's two different careers. Hey, that's on him. Hey, your daddy can't fight for you. You in there. Once the bell ring, you're on your own. I can only do so much. I already put in the role. You know how it is to get ready for a fight. Now, if you want to go in here and get knocked out, now one thing to lose, but get knocked out by a YouTuber, that's embarrassing to you, because you didn't grow up in boxing. Now, see if you lose, but to get knocked out, no, I'm not buying that.
Exactly.
I'm not buying that. I am not buying. I'm gonna hold you or something. I'm not buying you knocking me out.
Yeah.
You
know his dad. No, not trying to cut you off. His dad knocked out Lennox Lewis. I mean, and then he got back in the ring and got knocked out, in a rematch.
Right.
But
Lennox Lewis got some get back.
He still knocked out Lennox Lewis. It still was a knockout.
Oh yeah, it was. But guess what? Ain't nothing like some get back. What you call getting knocked out by Jake Paul? It ain't no get back. Jake Paul gonna move on.
Yeah.
So it ain't no get back. See, it's smart. And see, what you call had a rematch clause, and then it ain't like you said earlier. It's not about who you know. It's not about what you know, who you know. He had Emmanuel Stewart, so it was easy to put that fight back on.
Oh yeah, I'm quite sure in the contract they had it a rematch clause.
You dang sure Emmanuel gonna get that money? Of course, man, you want that money? Hey, we gonna get him. We gonna get him. Just like, for instance, when Lennox Lewis fought Oliver McCall, same difference. Manuel like, hey, you want to mess around? I'm gonna go over there and get this guy to beat you, and I'm gonna make money off him beating you, and I made money off you when you beat him.
Right. Now you know Hasim Rahman. I'm looking at his profile. He's only 12-1. He has 6 knockouts, so he don't have a bunch of pro experience.
Hey, he might not have a bunch of pro experience, but he gonna have experience making that money before IRS get to it. He might not have experience there, but come fight now, he gonna have experience making millions for the first time in his life.
Yeah. I mean, but come on, like these fighters and these real businessmen, because at the end of the day, Jake Paul is a businessman. Jake Paul is gonna get him just because of opportunity. He can say, "Listen, man, Here's the opportunity. Take it or leave it. And what Rahman Jr. gonna say? I'll take it. He can tell her, look, I'll give you 400,000. Take it or leave it. I'm taking it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna say, oh no, that ain't enough money. Then Jake gonna say, okay, I'm going to the next.
Well, Jake sparred him before. He's actually showing Rahman love, though. He's actually showing him love because he didn't have to. He could have fought somebody else. So he's actually showing him. He actually showing love because I heard they're really cool. So, but that's why I think the fight ain't gonna be.
That's a bad thing. You say they cool.
That's what it look like from them taking this picture right here. He's showing that they real cool. I don't know how it is. I don't know, but he upping them out. Sure.
Stop it.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh
Stop.
Man.
You knock him out. He might be real cool. He might. I don't know. You know. No friends fight friends too, but it's business, nothing personal. Hey, that's like if I get in there with you. I know what I'm getting. Hey, I get knocked out. Hey, I shouldn't have signed the contract. Shoot. For real, man. Yeah. Why would I get there? I'm getting some money out of you.
Hey, go look at the picture though. So you look at the picture and look like Rahman look like a fan. Jake Paul like he actually whooped his butt that day. Look at the picture.
Oh. Hey, that's okay. He woke me up. Hey, well, I can either get some get back and I'm gonna get some money off of it.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah, it's business, nothing personal. I'm ready to make. Hey, they put that fight on faster than Crawford and Spence.
It sure did. That was quick. Like,
yeah. So hey, yeah.
He called him like, "What's up, my dog?" He was like, "Oh, what's up? What's up, my dog?" He might have said the N-word. What's up, my jigger?
But yeah, well, he might let him slide with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting paid, baby.
Money? Heck yeah! What I gotta do?
Yeah.
Hashtag glove up.
I ain't gotta put on those. I ain't gotta do nothing silly for it either. But do something I love doing, boxing. Make it. Come on, man. Yeah, I'll fight for this money. Yeah, I already took a loss in boxing, but I ain't about to take a loss in my bank account. Sure, come on with it. I will box. You doggone skip it. While everybody else watching us, we making tons of millions of dollars. You know, everybody else at home watching me fight, wishing they had the opportunity. You know how many people are gonna be calling Jake Paul out soon just to get a payday?
Oh man, they are. Yeah, hey, listen, they are. Hey, I respect Jake Paul, especially if
me too.
If Hasim Rahman Jr. can really fight. If he got something left and he really trying to take it to Jake, I respect him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember a guy from the Boxing Voice. I talked to him on the phone. Nesto, I think that's his name, if I'm not mistaken. He was saying that I was telling him is, you talk about boxing a lot, but boxing is a business. Yeah, Devin Haney got all the titles, but he still needs Gervonta Davis. And while Gervonta Davis draw way more money and way more fans than Devin Haney because of his pay-per-view, first pay-per-view.
And Mayweather. Hey, we got another young man. Hey, Ernest. Uh-oh, who's that? Ernest. We can't hear you. I don't know if you know Ernest though. Laid back Curry. Let me see. Oh, Ernest, your live is making a lot of noise. Something you doing? Well, we can't actually. Yeah, well, it's making too much noise. Maybe he might have to go out and come back in.
Oh, but he's. Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now. Ernest, hey, welcome to the show. I got my dog Laid Back Corey on the show, and that's Ernest. Ernest used to box too, Ernest, man. Ernest actually spent time in jail for a crime he didn't commit, right?
That's right.
Yeah. But he's out now. And he know a lot about boxing. Have you been covering Jake Paul? Do you know anything about Jake Paul?
Not exactly.
Oh, not exactly? You don't know about Jake Paul?
No, I ain't been covering too much of the TV a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just been working here and there. I mean, some fighters.
You know boxing though, right?
Yes, exactly.
Do you know Hasim Rahman?
I'll definitely know him.
Okay. Well, Hasim Rahman's son is about to fight this YouTuber named Jake Paul. Jake Paul is a YouTuber that's making a lot of money, a lot of noise, and he was supposed to be fighting Tyson Fury's brother, but instead now since Tyson brother can't come over here to the U.S., he's finna fight his brother. He's finna fight Hasim Rahman's son.
Okay.
And what do you think? You know, me and Laidback Corey, we both saying, hey, may the best man win. Neither one of us get none of
it. Right.
How their training their experience goes. You know, they got to come in with a game plan. That's number one top priority. And then only that game plan, that means a lot. Jab is the most important punch they got going in there. But not only that, they got to know when to go in, come out. Some fighters like to be cocky and stay in a man's face. Well, we understand about that. And that lesson between Michael Moore and George Foreman, when he was told constantly to stay out of Foreman's face, you know, but it was a little too late on that, and Michael Moore had to take a 10 count because of that.
That's absolutely true. But the total difference about this is, there's a total difference about that, and this is both boxers there was great boxers. This one is YouTuber and a boxer. And what's the game plan of this fight, K9? Homeboy going to go in there. He just going in there for the money. He ain't going to win.
Yeah.
They go in for the money. They're not in. The head is not actually in it. You got some that takes dives. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like he's taking a dive for it. But some people take a dive and just go on a few rounds and just get laid down and take the money. Some just go the distance, you know, to make themselves look good. And I can respect somebody, you know, for that because it don't look like you taking a dive, but mainly you just take it for the money. But you there to give the people no disappointments of you. You give them the show.
Man, that's true, but nowadays, man, they don't care about that. They don't care about the people. They still gonna get paid. They still gonna go home, and because guess what? Jake Paul tried to get the people with Tommy Fury, but he gotta keep the ball rolling. He gotta keep that. He want that money. That money in order to pass on.
Must go on. The show must go on. Hey, Drew.
Right. So he ain't worried about no. He ain't worried at this point. Fans don't even matter no more at this point. Right now, he worried about that green.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if Drew in the building. Drew, you in the building?
Hey, what up, man? How's it
going? Doing that?
Huh?
You guys good?
Fighters.
Yeah. We got. Hold on. Let's welcome Drew to the show too, y'all. We got Ernest, we got Laidback Corey, and we got Drew. Drew, what's up, man? What you got to say to the fellas?
Hey, you know,
yeah.
I think it's the easy win for Jake, man. I follow boxing. I think closer than a lot of casual folks. I know who Hasim Rahman is. I didn't know he had a kid until 8 hours ago. Like, he hit the payday, man, and good for him. He hit a lick. Jake Paul definitely hit a lick. I think it's an easy win for him, man. I think they're gonna keep milking it as long as they can, throwing easy guys out in front of him. And I get it.
Bingo.
That's,
bingo. You hear that?
It's business out of it, man. Like I said, it's tough. I mean, I don't know that he's bad, Jake Paul, right? I mean, he definitely puts in work. And you look at guys when they come, you guys know better than I would, right? You look at guys when they come up, they're not fighting, they're not going in the lion's den early on, right? They bring these guys up slow. It just so happens to be they're bringing them up slow, and he's hitting a lick. It's crazy that he did it, but I think he's gonna keep winning, man. Until it's gonna be a while before he fights someone legit, I think.
Hey, what do you think? What do you think, Ernest?
We had a kid in there, plus his father don't teach him the ropes. His father was a bad boxer. Not at all.
His father was a world champ.
Yeah, he fought, took chance. He made a sacrifice. And he wasn't nobody that gave direction. Not even Holyfield's. And we know Holyfield's the baddest man in the heavyweight besides Tyson.
Right.
Today, training, because we already got the name of ourselves. We want our sons to have that name. We want our daughters to have that name. Like Jackie Frazier Lloyd, Joe Frazier.
Yeah, Joe Frazier's son did not keep the torch going.
And so did Rahman. Rockman's son not gonna do the same thing for his dad. But like I said, his dad, he won the title. He beat Lennox.
See, you hear me? We got to look at it and see. We can't say that for sure. His son probably be somebody that can take it more further than his father did. We don't know. We just got to see. We can't judge until we see.
I feel that. I hope for the sport of boxing. I hope he beats Jake Paul. I really do. I really want to see the show stop.
Man, they're not gonna let him beat. They're not gonna let him beat Jake Paul, man. They're not gonna let him beat him, man.
Didn't Evander Holyfield's kid just get flatlined by some dude that they call the electrician? I mean, I get the whole pedigree thing, man, but like I get the pedigree thing, man. I want to ride with you on that, but I just don't know that it matters in this case. But I feel you though, man. I feel where you're coming from.
They're not gonna let Jake Paul. They're not gonna let this dude beat Jake Paul. Come on, right? Yeah. Jake Paul can make. He's making Showtime money, man. They want. If he lose, he's gonna lose against a big fighter. It's not gonna let this guy come in and beat him like that. Yeah, it's all about sales. It's not gonna let this guy come off and just beat him like that. No,
I mean you saying it like boxing is rigged or something. It ain't rigged. It's just that.
Okay, now come on now. You know, I'm not saying it's rigged, but I'm just saying, well, make dollars make sense. They're not gonna let this dude beat him. This dude been training. I don't know if Rahman been training all, but he's not gonna let this dude beat him. I'm telling you.
Tell you this something. The main difference about that, we sons or daughters be known. We're gonna keep them in the dark where they are heavily trained, so they got things.
I can't hear your phone breaking up.
Is that me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you good now, though.
Yeah. Hey, Snap, I'm gonna drop though. Thanks for having me out, man. I appreciate the feedback, guys. I'm listening.
I appreciate you, Drew. Is this the Drew that be on the show all the time?
Yeah, I bumped into you at Jabs a couple weeks ago. Man, that was like a couple months ago. Fortune introduced us. I was up there maybe back in May working out. I'm gonna start coming. I had knee surgery recently, but I'm gonna be coming through there in a couple weeks again.
Okay. Oh yeah. Come on back through, my brother. Good. Thank you for tapping in.
For sure. Good talking to you. Catch you later, man.
All right. One love. Let's go, champ. Drew. Hey, you gotta fix your audio, Ernest. Maybe you need to go out and come back in.
Oh.
Yeah, you good, but your audio is kind of bad. That's all.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, you want to keep them in the dark, but everybody not going to be fortunate. Or just because that's like, for instance, that's like if my father was a great basketball player, that don't mean it's going to be like that for me.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's not like that. Sometimes it ain't always like that. So his son, to be honest, like I said, Hasim Rahman won the title, but he didn't keep it that long because he wasn't disciplined. And then he fought Lennox Lewis.
Right. Lennox Lewis overlooked him, I think. Lennox Lewis was...
He did him on that. Most fighters do that. They win a title, lose and never come back. I stayed and he stayed. Coming out, and like I said again, that's called heart.
Right. I get that, but at the same time, this guy, like I said, this fight right here, I don't see Rahman beating no Jake Paul. Not this Rahman. I don't see this Rahman. I don't see him beating Jake Paul, man. Jake Paul boxing is different than what it was back then. It's different.
True that.
Like, it's different. I don't see. It's just back in the day when y'all was coming around, you had to really had skills, and they were in shape and they were serious. It wasn't all this trying to look good and all this stuff. You had to really put in the work. These guys not putting in the work no more.
No, they spoiled. Boxers are spoiled now, bro.
Yeah. And social media, everybody is famous on social media.
That's right.
Nobody cares about this junk. Like,
well, everybody not famous, but you could be famous and with one person just watching you, you like, oh man, I just got one view.
And guess what? You know why I say that? Because guess what? This day and era, these young guys in the generation of boxing, they say, you know what I hear people say? Oh man, the pretty boy Floyd was born. Muhammad Ali was born. And these was basic fundamental fighters. Sugar Ray Leonard, he born. That's old. They born. These guys don't even have respect for the generation that paved the way from these guys.
That's true.
You basic now, you're born. You're a born fighter if you're basic. And that's backwards.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's
but see, that's why I don't mind being basic, fundamentally skillly sound in any sport, because guess what? I know I'm gonna win. I'm here to win. I'm here to win. Yeah, the money is good, but the money is gonna be better when I whoop you for it. I'm winning.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. Social media helping, but at the same time, social media hurting. A lot of people. I see.
It's how you. It's how you use it.
Yeah. You gotta know how to use it. You gotta have a team, like you said earlier. You gotta have a team. You need somebody to help you with the social media while you do the training. You can't be training on social media. You can't do it all. You gotta have help.
And I mean hire. Stop hiring a lot of yes men. Yes, man. No, I need somebody around me that's gonna tell me when I'm wrong. You're wrong, man.
If you ain't got no money, you're gonna have a bunch of real dudes around you. When you get that money, you're gonna have a yes man around you.
I need yes man around me when I'm broke. So if you can't be around yes man when I'm broke, you'll need to be the one I start making money. I need somebody, bro, tell me when I'm wrong.
That's right.
All right, K-Dan, I'm on stage, baby.
Okay, you back?
Yeah, but I still can't see y'all.
Oh yeah, no, you okay? As long as you know what I mean. As long as you can hear, can you see the screen?
No, I can see my face in the screen, but I can't see y'all.
Oh no, because we not visual. You might be visual, and you see the thumbnail.
I only see a picture of me talking.
Do you see Jake Paul on the screen?
Yeah, I see Jake Paul on the screen, and I see Hasim Rahman on the screen.
Okay, yeah. We are not. Our face is not shown. Only yours is. So we don't have our face visual. That's why. So you good?
Okay. All right. Well, I'm back in.
Well, that's good. That's good, man. So yeah. So why don't you tell the fans, what happened with you in your career? Because you was a good fighter yourself, and then you was wrongly convicted of a crime that you didn't commit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want to elaborate on that.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Well, first off, I started boxing off and on when I was 12. And then I didn't really take it serious till I was like 16. So, I started off at the Brewster Center. I met a boxer by the name of Raymond Keys. And his trainer, his name was Paul. But Paul passed away. And I was trained by Alvin Blue Lewis.
Who fought Muhammad Ali, right?
Yeah, he fought Muhammad Ali. May God rest his soul. And may God rest Alvin Blue Lewis' soul.
Yeah.
And so the gym closed down, you know what I'm saying, off and on. So I just was come down there to the gym. But I started with Mr.
How many amateur fights did you have?
Almost like 30.
Like 30? Did you ever turn pro? You ever get a chance to turn pro?
No, I didn't. This is my area, people start passing away. So
if you don't mind me asking, what year was you boxing?
I was boxing when I started boxing. I was 16, and that was like, I believe, like 88 to 89.
Okay, so you was back. So if you don't mind me asking, sorry to cut you off. You started off because you said Blue Lewis, right? That's the same coach. They coached Coco and Monty King, correct?
Yep. Exactly. That's just met Coco.
Yep.
Yeah. I've been down there. I trained at the Bruce Center too when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of history right there. A bunch of history.
For that, he brought. Yeah.
How many years did you spend in prison for something you didn't commit, a crime you didn't commit.
Years for false conviction of a murder charge.
How many years?
13.
13.
I was granted my parole in year 2020.
Okay.
Year,
Yeah, we might. I might have to get you on,
I
might have to get you on another time because your audio is going in and out.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's going in and out. Yeah, I can hear you here and there, but we can't hear you all the way.
Okay. I was falsely convicted for first murder down second degree, and they were natural possibility, but I was given 13. 30.
Yeah. Yep.
And
that's it.
Yeah, we gotta get you back on another time because I hear everybody heard about you being falsely convicted and you spent time, you paid your dues, you didn't do it. I trust you didn't do whatever they said you did because I know you to be a good guy.
I know what I want to do. I know what I would do, and that's sue they bud. They know better than that. Took years away from him like that.
Yeah.
Definitely did that. And I was on parole this year, June 9th.
Yeah, well, they would have been bankrupt 2020.
Yeah.
Because the artist that helped.
Yeah, you breaking up bad.
We had you back, Ernest, we had you back on another time because you're breaking up real bad. Appreciate you, my guy, and we know innocent. Yeah,
my money gonna be innocent too. Well, it ain't about the money. You took that man's pride and half of his dignity, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm about to take your bank, your assets away.
Yeah. Come back on. We'll come back on another time, Ernest. Appreciate you for tapping in. Come back on another time so we can make sure your audio is good. Okay. All right. Appreciate you, my dog. All right. Cheers. I'll call you later. Yeah. So laid back, Corey. You were saying earlier. You were saying that you stopped training fighters because you didn't want to be, not training.
Well, I wasn't. I'm not. If I can't be consistent and self-disciplined to train myself, how can I tell you to get in shape? I want to get in shape with you. I don't want to be. Look, they already got stuff sitting in the gym, and that's a heavy bag and speed bag when it's not used. They don't need me to do the same.
Right. Yeah.
I don't need to be a part of the gym. I need to be active. And this is because not even just it's just because of my health. I can't be 300 pounds climbing up no ring. All that weight on me. Yeah,
are you still 300 pounds now?
Yeah, I'm still there. I ain't gonna lie. No, yeah, I'm still close to there. Until I'm able to get myself mentally prepared to be consistent and do what I'm supposed to do, I'm not training nobody else in boxing.
Yeah. So, but look, one thing about it though, a lot of fighters or a lot of trainers that don't do what they tell you that what they want you to do are good trainers. Like Bam ain't gonna lift a punching bag. He ain't gonna lift nothing.
Oh, I mean, I get
what to do all day.
Yeah, I get it, but at the same time, this is the same person you talk about that was big at one point. Yeah. He was big at one point. He lost a lot of weight because of health reasons.
Yeah.
He's the same person you talk about was big as me. I am now back then.
Yeah. But
so
he was a boxer though.
Yeah, yes, he was. But guess what? He had to get that weight off to get his health to cold. So you got to keep yourself, man. You got to maintain yourself, and you got to maintain your health, man. To be anywhere, not just boxing, but to be anywhere. But as a boxer, you as a coach, you got to have yourself in shape. All that mitt work you doing, and I want to move with my fighter. I want to just certain things you want to do as a coach.
Yeah. Hey, easier said than done. I don't find myself training like I used to train.
That's why I said until I get consistent and disciplined, I don't need to be coaching nobody, and that's respect.
Yeah, I respect that. So,
yeah,
if you had to put your money on this fight between Jake Paul and Hasim Rahman Jr., who would you roll with?
I'm going with Jake Paul.
You roll with Jake Paul. I mean,
Yep.
you think it's going to be a fair victory, a fair win, or do you think that Hasim Rahman going to take a dive?
I don't know about taking a dive. I just think I think it's going to go to. I hope it's not a dive, but I respect it more if it go to distance.
And when I say dive, I'm not necessarily saying that he gonna actually just, you swing a punch at him and you miss and I'm out of there. No, I'm saying that that he not focused on a fight like that. It's a payday for him. He gonna go on, he might train, but I don't look at it as him saying that I gotta beat this guy. I'm gonna destroy this guy. I don't think he running right now.
So basically look like a sparring match.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but Jake Paul right now, he's just when you see a person, I mean, anybody can lose. Boxing is so unpredictable, but at the same time, they know who to match him up. They know who to match him up with. They weren't gonna put him in there with Anderson Silva or somebody that's really gonna hurt him right now, especially at a short notice. Nuh-uh. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like, especially he ain't a boxer either. He a YouTuber that's coming in the boxing. He drawing Showtime a lot of money. So he ain't gonna cost that right now.
Right. And it's connection and a complexion. So I mean,
I know what you mean by that. Yep. That's one. That's a good reason right there.
Yeah. So
so they're not gonna do that because Hasim Rahman, I don't know if he's been training or not, but people have forgot about Junior at one point.
Yeah.
So this actually to get him back on the map as far as boxing. Not if he lose, but he can make that money and put more to himself to get himself back up to code if he lose, because he might not lose. Never know.
Yeah. Do you think that Jake Paul is actually good for boxing though?
Far as marketing, yes. Far as marketing, I mean by marketing is he's bringing the spotlight back, because guess what? This guy done fought every match he had. It had over 1 million views, and not only that, he bring excitement. Amanda Serrano and versus Katie Taylor, he made money as a promoter off that.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And they sold out. They sold out after the Barclays Center,
Madison
right?
Square Garden. Yeah.
Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
He's a good marketer. Now, boxer, I don't know about that, but marketing, yes, he's good for boxing.
Do you look at Jake Paul kind of like, for instance, a UFC match? They don't be, whether the guy's a good fighter or not, they just want to see somebody win and get hurt real bad. Jake Paul going in there and knocking out Tyron Woodley with a name, it made Jake Paul look good. At the end of the day, win, lose, or draw,
right.
He knocked out that basketball player, Nate Robinson.
He had to make up for that, and that's why he fought Tyron Woodley the second time. He had to, not twice, not once, but twice. He fought him twice. First time it was so much debatable, but he went in and made the adjustment. Tyron Woodley, the one who looked like he fought for the money, because he didn't make the adjustments.
Oh yeah, he gave him. He offered him a Rolex. Remember
that too? And he had to get tattooed. Hey man, ain't nobody gonna make me put no tattoo on my body. No, it's crazy, man. But hey, money talks. He got paid. Man. He got paid to do what he did. And these fighters, the good thing about that fight, both of them came from a contact sport already. So he know that, Jake Paul is smart. He ain't gonna go in there and fight no real killers in boxing.
Nah.
But when he do, he gonna get paid millions of dollars doing so, and he gonna be done with boxing after that.
Yeah. He's smart. I mean, I'm pulling for him. I hope he continue to win, because to me, he's helping the sport of boxing.
Yeah, and guess what? He gonna be able to sign fighters and let them make money.
Exactly.
Because guess what? Amanda Serrano got paid that fight, and she looked good doing it.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, how come other promoters can't get their butt up there? But it's not like you said, Kanan, earlier. It's not about what you know, it's who you know.
That's right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
You got to take a risk, man. You know, sometimes people go broke. You got to go, as a business person, you got to go broke to get what you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I put up all this money. Well, you put up all this money, but guess what? You're going to make it back if you put on a great fight.
That's true.
Now, who in Detroit right now is marketable? There ain't one fighter in Detroit that's marketable right now.
You said
that's out there that can compete with the dogs out there right now. Name one of them.
Oh, name one of them. I mean,
Perfection.
Harrison.
That besides him, because that's coming to an end.
Let me see. I can't think of nobody.
And let me elaborate. When I say coming to an end, I'm not meaning in his career. It's just, you know, Tony, it's only a matter of time, but Tony gonna keep doing this because Tony gonna get it. He's still up there in the ranks to fight for a title again. But if he win again, he probably gonna retire and start doing things around the gym.
Okay. Why you say that?
I mean, you know, your body got numbers on it, man. Once you get older, man, Father Time, man, your body got numbers. You don't want to be taking all that, you know, getting hit on and getting banged up and getting up in the morning running and getting ready for war. You don't want to keep doing that for so long unless you do it smart. I wouldn't take on no young contender at no 30s. So they had to pay me, like you said, they had to pay me tons of money to do that. Once I get me, that's like, for instance, you versus that big guy, Fantodo, the tall guy.
Who?
What's his
Fedora.
name? Yeah, Fedora. You fight Fedora. They had to pay you tons of money because why? He's young and he's up and coming, and you're a 2-time former world champion. I'm not gonna get in with him for no peanuts.
Man, definitely not.
That's right. So no, I'm not doing that. I'm not. No,
that fight between him and
Eric Slubin. Oh man,
fight of the year so far.
Yeah, and he said he'll come down and fight Earl Spence. Say, man, stop talking when you're drunk, because you know, because Earl gonna bust you up. Now Earl ain't. People don't realize Earl ain't no natural welterweight.
Nah,
keep on, like keep on, like. You keep on. He gonna be able to walk that mountain.
That's
keep
true.
on. And Fantodo, you'd barely beat Erickson, to be honest.
Yeah.
Erickson knocked him down that fight.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
So come on now, like Erickson. I don't think about Erickson. He's chinny. He ain't really got no. He got a little chin, but he ain't really got no chin like that. You crack him with a good time, he ready to stumble.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So when that dude say he want Earl, man, you just want a payday now because you running off at the lips. But you right there to fight for a title with Charlo.
Right. Yeah. Hey. But see, I don't know if Charlo gonna want to fight him. Charlo don't mind getting in the ring and stepping in the ring and fighting against Acosta Zoo's son. But I don't think Charlo will see no parts of Fedora.
Not right now. Why would I? Yeah. Why would I want to fight? Katsu got a name behind him.
Yeah.
Got a little name behind him. Why would I fight him?
Good.
Right. So yeah, I'm gonna fight him. But then but if I keep remaining at 154, I'll fight that big chunk of change. Yeah. Yeah. I'll fight, but I'm not gonna fight you right now. You on my time. I'm the boss. I'm undisputed.
Right. That's why they probably ain't stepping in the ring with Boots. Like I think Boots will give Crawford and Errol Spence a problem. A big time problem.
Yeah, well, he ain't gonna give them nothing right now because he gotta step his game up. He gotta fight Keith Thurman. That's the only way he gonna get to them. He gotta go through Keith Thurman.
Oh man, you don't think he'll go through Keith Thurman?
Yeah. I think he'll beat him. Keith Thurman get beat the second time.
By
Boots. but he got to go through. You got to set a statement, man.
That's
You
right.
guys see, people don't understand. Before you came world champ, you had to go through 2 mandatories. You had to fight my man overseas, and it was a hard time to get Corey Spinks butt in the ring. So, you know,
right? Exactly.
Come on, man. So that you gotta understand, you gotta pay your dues.
Yeah, that's true.
So no, I'm not gonna fight this guy. I'm not gonna fight this guy. You gotta pay me. If I fight this guy right now, you got what I'm gonna make off. What they gonna make off beating Boots? You know how many people is top contender for those titles? What about Ortiz, Virgil Ortiz? He's there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you guys gotta fight
each other. I would love to see that. Yeah. That's a big fight. I mean, but the money ain't there, so you know.
That's the problem.
They're not gonna risk that. They're not gonna risk these two fights.
There you go. See, but hey, y'all gonna have to run into each other somewhere, somehow, baby. At 147, you know, you keep stepping on the person's foot, they gonna say ouch.
Yeah.
So you can't run too far. That's why Danny Garcia, he gonna fight Tony next. After he beat this guy right here, if he beat what's called Benavidez brother in fashion, Tony is next.
Right.
And if I was Tony Harrison, I take that fight. Yeah. You're a two division world champion, and I'm former world champion. Let's get this thing on.
Man, let's get this party started. Exactly.
Yeah. Let's get this thing on. And they call you an exhibition. If they call you in the exhibition to fight that guy that fought Holyfield, he get that weight down, I'll fight him. K9 Bundles, I'll knock you out. Come on. Pay me though.
Yeah.
Pay me though. You talking about Triller. I'm gonna do some Triller to him in the ring. Pay me. Come on.
Don't make dollars.
Yeah,
don't make dollars.
Don't make sense. No, I'm talking about this business, baby. I ain't trying to fight for they bill. Well, you want to fight for a belt? Man, dang that belt. I want some loot.
Get the belt. Exactly.
Shoot.
And that's the belt. Exactly. Yeah.
No, I can't go home. You tell my wife, I got a belt. No, I didn't go. I got a check coming. Shoot. And it better not bounce either. Shoot. I'm waiting on my money. Sure.
Yeah.
You can make some money, and see, that's why it's hard for you to get fights now, because even not just because of your age, but they ain't gonna fight you because you're a 2-time world champion. They want to get some money. They want to get some cream, baby.
Yeah.
And you can't pay.
Even that one thing don't leave when you get older is that power.
Oh yeah. Now see, I ain't got nothing
real bad getting knocked out by somebody in their 40s.
Well, hey, I don't care. Well, you knocked me out. Hey, I signed the contract. I knew I was getting myself into. I signed the contract. The money got to be there. I ain't say I took a dive, but you know what you're going up against when you sign that contract. You get knocked out by this strong 30-something-year-old. That's on you. And nobody took a gun to your head and say fight K9 Bundles. But guess what? Right. That money better be in my bank account when I get knocked out.
So yeah, absolutely. So yeah. Make sure y'all tap into YouTube K9 Boxing if you're on Facebook.
Yeah, please do, man.
Yeah. So yeah, what you been doing? What you been doing with your channel? You been going live?
Yeah, I just been my channel. I just been doing things, man, trying to get better at interviewing, just like you, like just interviewing different people and things of that nature. But I ain't really. So I just been paying attention to your channel and stuff like that, man. I like to give shout outs and stuff. A lot of guys don't know how to support other guys, man. I don't understand that, man. Like, if you got some information you can help somebody out, stop holding on to it. People always want to have one up on the person. I don't know for what, man. That's deep. Like, tell a person, that's like if I knew somebody that needs something in boxing and I got your number. I'll tell them, hey, I know this guy. I got some, you can do something.
Right.
Most guys be like, man, I ain't telling him, man. He don't do nothing for me. Just because he don't do nothing for you don't mean you can't do nothing for that person.
Mm-hmm.
And, don't stop being like that. So as far as my channel though, man, my channel, but it's all about what's going on your channel right now. I appreciate you having me on yours.
Yeah. Appreciate you for tapping in. Yep. I know you see your boy Pete on here. You was like, oh, hold on, let me go tap in.
Oh no, I mean, you know, Pete cool. I mean, I don't really know him. Like, I mean, I know when I see him, only, you know, that's really y'all friend. But if I see him, he's cool. You know, that's good that you know what I'm saying, to hear from him and see that he's keep going strong. Shout out to Pete, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah,
you know, so. And I'm glad you're doing your thing, man. I'm glad you're doing your thing. You're interviewing. I see you had my man Cornelius Locke on yesterday, but I caught that late.
Yeah. You paying attention then, huh, boy?
Told you, man. So, you know, I caught that late, but I still can watch it. But it's a good thing to see you doing your thing, man. Like I said, make sure y'all tap into K9 Boxing, man, and watch, man. Especially when he throwing on the Sparring show, I'll be laughing. Oh man.
Yeah.
And people get their butt kicked. Glad it ain't me.
Yeah,
but
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
so give me your last prediction and how long will the fight last? You know, Jake Paul versus, now you said Jake Paul was gonna beat Rahman Jr. But
I think
will it be by stoppage? So will it go to distance?
Can I tell you this? I wanted to go to the distance. I would like to see Rahman do better distance, but I think Paul gonna try to knock him out. So I think it's gonna go by knockout. But I want to go to the distance, but I think it's going to knockout.
Oh, you do? What rounds? Late rounds? Early rounds? What?
I don't know. I can't give you no rounds, but I just want to see a good fight. But if it do, it probably hopefully it go past 5. Yeah, that's it.
Because a lot of people said they think that Jake Paul, they really didn't knock out Tyron Woodley because he was moving his hands before he hit him.
Okay. Yeah, so so all that him knocking the spit off of him, he ain't falling. That was made up. Yeah, okay.
right. That was a knockout. For sure.
Take whoever said it, take that VCR out your house right now.
All right.
So, man, like I said, thank you for having me on, man. Thank y'all, man. Make sure y'all keep tuning into the channel. It's a blessing to have me on. Have a good night, man.
I appreciate you. Laid back, Corey. One love, my dog. Yeah. Man, yep. So that was my dog, Laid Back Corey, man. I want to, get his opinions on what he thought was gonna happen in the fight. In the breaking news, gotta get a shout out to everybody in the chat. Spider Moose, Alberto Fitness, Pound for Pound King. I mean, come on, man. Everybody that's tapping in. Who else we get? I don't know if they still on the live. People be getting tired. They be having to do stuff. Yeah, Alberto Fitness, Double X. Yes, the Double X, the awoken one. Yeah, so Tom Nub, SB. Special shout out to Pete. Special shout out to my man from I think the Urban Islands. He tapped in earlier. My man's everybody that tapped in. Drew. Joyo, Chase, Gabriel Rivera, Beth Animal, Joyo, George, and everybody that tapped in, even though they probably didn't say nothing. Definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in. But I for sure. No, I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure that Jake Paul is gonna beat Rahman Jr. I seen Rahman Jr. because I seen Rahman, is a real fighter, and just because I'm not saying for sure that Jake Paul gave Hasim Rahman Jr. that work in sparring, but if he did, sparring and the actual boxing match is 2 different stories. I mean, don't get me wrong. You might notice, some things that you can do in a fight that you did in a sparring. But then again, like I say, you got smaller gloves. You're not gonna take that same chance or the same opportunity you did with smaller gloves and no hair gear on that you did with hair gear on and bigger gloves. When you spar, you got 16-ounce gloves on. Some guys like to wear 18s. Some even wear 20s. But when you fight, 10-ounce gloves. When you spar, majority of the times it's with a headgear. But when you fight, the actual sanctioned fight, it's no headgear when you're a professional boxer. So it's a different ball game, when in a situation when it's a real fight. Now, trust me when I tell you, Jake Paul got the word that Hasim Rahman Jr. would take the fight, and he probably got the word that he wasn't in shape. So, it had to be something to it for him just to take the fight that fast, And so hopefully Hasim Rahman is in shape. I mean, he's not just taking the fight just for the money. And then he goes out there and he lets the fans, see how good Jake Paul really is, because Jake Paul has been calling guys out on short notices, just like this fight is, to a certain extent, is another short notice fight, because, Hasim Rahman didn't know about this fight a month ago. The fight is less than a month from happening now, but he took the fight, and it's hard to turn down millions of dollars. It's hard to turn down a couple of $100,000. So, what was Hasim Rahman to do? What, couldn't say no. I mean, this is going to be the biggest purse that he done made in his career. And it's not on paper against a real fighter. So he had to take the fight. Stop it. He couldn't say no way. But if he actually not just lose, but get stopped, man, it's going to be, somebody going to do a YouTube video of the fight, him getting stopped, just like the Tyron Woodley video went viral. So, it's going to definitely be a big drama show, because cats going to be tapping in. I'm quite sure, Hasim Rahman has a fan base with his dad being a former world champ. And, they're going to be telling him, you better not let this YouTuber put them hands on you. You better not, And, hey, when you ain't got that much time, and if you ain't in shape and you got to get off the couch, and like I did when I fought against Joel Julio, man, I was about to eat 3 pieces. Me and my family was about to eat pizza. I remember ordering a pizza, had the pieces in my hand, and got the call. 3-week notice, I had to lose 87 pounds. No, sorry about that. 37 pounds. I had to lose 37 pounds. 87 pounds. Stop it. I had to lose 36 pounds in 3 weeks. I did it, but I was so weak because I didn't know how to get the weight down properly the right way. And I learned from that. But yeah, it was over. When the referee stopped the fight, I was so happy because I was drained. I got called on short notice, just like with Hasim Rahman Jr. But the difference between Hasim Rahman Jr. getting caught on a short notice, he got more than 3 weeks, and he don't have to lose weight because, unless Jake Paul gonna have him fight at light heavyweight and he walking around 200 something, and that's probably what's gonna happen. Hasim Rahman gonna probably have to lose 15 to 20 pounds and gonna be drained trying to get the weight down, that he's not gonna have enough strength to be able to perform on a high level. So we gonna find out. It won't be long. So far, this is the biggest news in boxing. Is a YouTuber fighting against a former world champion son, the son of a legend. So this is the biggest news in boxing so far today. Hopefully we get the Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight announced sooner than later. Hopefully we keep on getting great news. I mean, yesterday the big news was Clarissa Shields versus Savannah Marshall, and Micaiah Meyer versus Alicia Baumgartner. So, there was some good fights, that's going to happen. So, boxing is shaping up to be a great year so far. I mean, was it better than last year? I would have to agree and say, yeah. I mean, if we get Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, most definitely. But I think, 2023, not looking too far ahead, but I think that's going to even be better than 2022 because it's a chance that if Anthony Joshua beats Usyk, that then Tyson Fury might come out of retirement and fight Anthony Joshua. And who knows if Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence actually do fight, if it's a good fight, we might see the rematch in 2023. So it's a lot of possibilities for 2023. But hey, we ain't even got through 2022 yet. And we done had some great fights. We done had Pandora versus Lubin, which right now I believe is the pound for, well, I believe right now is the best fight pound for pound so far this year. I still can't remember if Tyson Fury and Wilder fought this year, but that was a great fight if it was this year. So, 2022 has been great for boxing so far. And like I say, the year hasn't ended yet. We still got Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G, and still fights that we haven't actually had announced yet. That'll be announced before the end of the year. Yeah, but now I'm just reading some of these comments, so you see me pause a little bit. I'm trying to read what y'all talking about. And Spider Moose said they stopped saying that Jake Paul is not a real fighter. Yeah, so he's a real fighter. Anytime you get in that ring and you sign a contract and you ain't got a headgear on, and even if you're fighting just a YouTuber that was knocking guys or fighting against an MMA fighter that was knocking guys out, stretching guys. I mean, even though Tyron Woodley wasn't a real boxer, he was a UFC fighter, a good striker. So, you got to give him credit for that. And you got to give him credit for taking boxing serious. Real talk. I just wanted to tap in, man, early on today, in the evening. I didn't want to be on the live late tonight. So I just said, let me go ahead and tap in, see what the fans talking about, and, break the news and talk about what's going on right now in the sport of boxing. But I appreciate the guests and all the fans for tapping in always. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all have a good night. Until next time, appreciate y'all. Stop it. At K9 Boxing. Let's go, champ. See y'all tomorrow.